Hello, I'm Priya Krishnan. Yeah, everything I have done, Bona, but I am seeing only the slideshow of my PPT. Shall I start? Uh, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. Yeah, 490. Yeah, wait. Yeah, I'll accept. Okay, I will not see myself there. Is it okay? Right? Okay, I'll start. Okay, okay, bye. Thank you. Okay, welcome to the session on, welcome to the channel Talk and Mock. This has been a very eagerly expected session. So, I am Priya Krishnan, having around 20 years of experience in language training. So, we have been planning for a very long time to give error spotting. So, this error spotting will deal with mains exam. Is that clear? So you can see I've come up with lot of sentences where you can find out the errors in a mains exam. So because you have prelims as well as mains. In the case of prelims, the sentences would be shorter or easier, whereas in case of mains, these are the same errors in the 10 parts of speech would be tested, but in longer sentences and in or complicated sentences. Is that clear? So, well, again, let me tell you, Talk and Mock, please support our channel, share our channel with your friends, and also subscribe to our channel. Yeah, let us go to error spotting. Okay, so how will you expect error spotting? So you will have sentences divided into 4 or 5 parts. Okay, so out of the 4 or 5 parts, first you need to read the directions carefully. Yeah, so read the directions, read each sentence to find out if there is any error in it. The error, if any, will be in one part. See, sometimes it will be like one part. That is why I tell you, read it very carefully. If it says one part, very easy. But it may sometimes, nowadays they also say, it could be in one or more parts. So if it is one part, we are very safe. If there is no error, then the answer option is E. Is that clear? So let us go to the first sentence. It will appear that they want to control the narrative of figures. See, how will I go to spot the errors? I'll read very slowly, part by part. It will appear that they want to control. So till this there is no error. I'll be looking for subject verb, then the tenses. So it will appear. So there is no problem with subject verb or the tense. They want to control. So there is no subject verb error. The narrative of figures and events. So again, with respect to articles, the narrative of figures, because they want to control, so they are talking about a specific figures and events. So the narrative of figures is also correct. I'll be checking the articles also. And events from the past, so before past you need, from past you will not have, from the past, to reflect, after to, whether the verb is in V1. I just check here, view, to reflect a view that corresponds. So here this that is a relative pronoun. So I'll be just checking the subject verb with this. So with your view is singular corresponds. This is a singular verb. With their own, because this there is they want to control. So with their own, with scant regard for history or artistic uh, freedoms, with scant regard for history or artistic freedoms. So even with scanty regard or scant regard means very less regard for history or artistic freedoms. So no error. So in this sentence, step by step in each part, find out the subject verb agreement or the article or the preposition, etc. There is no error. So come on and select E. E is our option. Is that clear? There is no error in any part of the sentence. So here it is E. Is that clear? Now let us go to the next sentence. So same way we need to read it very slowly, step by step. It is puzzling that the military authorities, so till then no errors, went ahead. See, this is in past tense, so there is no problem of subject verb agreement. So went ahead with a general court martial against a havildar. So this is went ahead with a general court martial against. So it is a court. So when the word is a court, you need to know there will be two parties. So court martial against a havildar. So it has been petitioned against a havildar. So the the preposition is also right. And havildar being any one havildar, we do not know. So somebody, so all or any, whenever it means like that, we need to have any general singular noun should have ear or an based on the noun. So here ear havildar, who was, as I told you, see again, who is a relative pronoun. So I just connect it with, so havildar singular, who was. So I'm just connecting this singular noun with a singular verb, that is also right. Who was charged with offering these documents. So whenever I have these, it means plural adjective. So here the noun is also plural. So these are right. Offering to the. So with the word offering to is right. Offer to. Offering to. This preposition is also right. The Directorate of Revenue Intelligence. So whenever you are giving an organization's name, we will have the is right. So the Directorate of Revenue Intelligence, DRI. Though the originals have been, now let us see where is the marker. Okay. Though the originals have. So again, the originals plural. So have is right. Okay. Have being is wrong. It should be have been. Have, though the originals have been destroyed. So part D has got the error. Is that clear? Am I clear to you? Am I reading it in an understandable way? So you need to, for every part, whichever parts of speech are there, you need to find whether they are, because in English you can't say whether they are testing articles or prepositions or tenses. Here it has been the tenses. The tenses have been tested. You don't have a tense called have being. You can say are being, is being. Is that clear? So if it is has or have, it should be been, has been, have been, or had been. So that is the error. Now going to the question 3. Okay, the entire episode. So fix the subject as singular. The entire episode concerning the TSD. So we may not know. They will take the sentence from any one of the passage. So we do not know what exactly this TSD means. Okay, so just understand it should be a body. It's functioning. See, this is what we need to see. So the entire episode concerning the TSD it's function. This is a body, it's functioning. So your body comes under the pronoun it. So it's functioning. So till A there is no error. As well as the inquiry against it. See, here also they have used its, here also they have used it. Okay, some complaint or some inquiry against it. Now please understand the subject verb agreement with this phrase. I will have this as in my memory. As well as, whenever the subject is connected, see, this is the subject, the entire episode connected with as well as. Whenever you have as well as, this should be the subject which is singular. You need to remember or put it in a side rough column whenever you're working for the exam. Inquiry against it and the manner. See, now they are connecting. After as well as, you have the inquiry and the manner in which the falling out of disclosures, this is plural, about the probe report was handled. So after as well as, we are connecting so many nouns. The inquiry, the manner in which the falling out of disclosures about the probe report was handled, two things indicate. See, the main verb comes here. So whenever this the entire episode indicates, so the subject is here and the verb is here. And since this is a singular one, the verb should have yes. Is it clear? Indicates that two factions may be at work within the army seeking to discredit each other. No error. So now the error is in subject verb agreement. So part D has got, see, look at that, part A has got the subject and part D only has got its corresponding verb. Is that clear? In, see, disclose, the falling out of disclosures about the probe report was handled. So this was is the falling is the subject and was is the verb for that. But the main subject, the entire episode, this indicate is the main verb. So it should be indicates. So that is the error. So in SBI clerical mains or in your PO mains, the verb may not come immediately after. But the same rule. Any singular subject should be followed by singular verb. So you should be able to identify where is the subject and where is the verb. Is that clear? So now let us go to the fourth question. Meanwhile, sending out a categorical message. Meanwhile, sending out, meanwhile, sending out a categorical message. Your categorical message. So I'll be just checking. As I told you, we do not know whether they are checking articles error or preposition errors, etc. So side by side, you keep checking. Message, singular. So I have a article here. Karnataka Sahitya Academy Chairperson Malati Patan Shetty reiterated. So Malati Patan Shetty is the subject and reiterated is the verb. So this is again in past tense, no problem of subject verb agreement. Okay, reiterated that. So till B we do not have any error. There is no question of withdrawal the award, either fearing attack by miscreants or statements of any party. So again check for the conjunction because you have a conjunction here. So after either you have or. So this is right. Is that clear? So again read it, that there is no question. So question is singular, yes is right. There is no question of withdrawal of the award. So withdrawal the award is wrong. Either you should say withdrawal of the award or it should be like withdrawing the award. There is no question of withdrawing. See, because after a preposition, the verb should be in participle ing or it should be in a noun form. After noun you need of. Is that clear? So there is no question of withdrawing the award, either fearing attack by miscreants or statements of any party, no error. So here it is in part C. Withdrawing should be the verb form. This is not about tense, this is about the verb. It should be in participle form, and the rule is after preposition it should be in participle form. Is it clear? Now let us go to question number 5. While West Bengal has already received GI, GI is government, GO is government order. So while has already received GI for several of its, please keep checking the subject verb. West Bengal has. So West Bengal, it's one state, singular, has received. So the subject verb agreement is right. GI for several of its. The pronoun is also right. So till part A, there is no error. Then food, its food and agro items, as well as its handicrafts and handlooms and its teas. Okay, so as well as, so even if you have as well as, it's about food. Its food should be the main verb here. Of its food as well as handlooms and its teas. The rush to apply for a GI tag for a sweet. So the rush to apply, till this is right. For what? For a GI tag, for a sweet. That was almost, because here it is a C. This is a relative pronoun. So after this, that is a relative pronoun. So that is a relative pronoun. So before that is the subject, sweet. Sweet is singular. So verb is singular, right. That was almost synonymous with the state laid elsewhere. So it is in the verb form. Here it should be lay elsewhere. See, let me tell you, this is a very, very confusing. Whenever these verbs come, please note down, write it in the rough column. There are two types of verb: lay, laid, laid. So this is one form of verb. Lie, lay, lain. So there are two different verbs. You need to be very, very clear. So that lay elsewhere. So that lay elsewhere means it should be, it is placed. Is that clear? So lie, lay, lain means sleeping. That comes in the meaning of sleeping. This lay, laid, laid comes in the meaning of keeping or placing. So when we are talking about the GI or anything, it is kept elsewhere. Is that clear? So with the state lay, because the power lies elsewhere. Is that clear? So here it means lay. Is that clear? So it should come in this meaning, that lay elsewhere, whereas it is not lying down. Is that clear? So this is the wrong verb used in this sentence. So this is how they will test you in your mains. The same, whatever rules we give as a basic, the same subject verb or the verb forms or the tenses will be tested in longer, complicated and unknown sentences. Okay, now the another way of testing your grammar error spotting will be like this. In the following questions, sentences with 4 bold words or phrases are given. 1 out of 4 words given in the bold may be inappropriate in the context of this. This is not vocabulary. This is also like, that is, they test your say grammar as well as your vocabulary nowadays. This is a memory based question. Okay, the recent pattern. So let us see, whereas this dividing into 4 or 5 parts and finding out one error is one of the oldest pattern, but that is where you will start practicing. Okay, so this is the latest pattern, one of the patterns. The difference in prices. So you just underline whatever are bold, because they have asked you in the direction, they have asked you to find concentrate on the boldened words. So prices is due to different rates of value added taxes that is levied by different states conceded. And see, they have given you the option whether the error is in the word difference, prices, levied, conceded, or no correction is required. See, I specifically took up this pattern to make you understand. See, because you have been practicing only the error spotting in full sentences divided into various parts. But all of a sudden, when the pattern gets changed, your brain may not get what to say, get used to such patterns. So what happens, you just become still for some time, you do not know what they are asking. Is that clear? So read the question calmly and just find out. See, they have highlighted or boldened 4 words and they have given you those as your options. So what are they asking? If any, that word or phrase will be your answer. If it is inappropriate, whichever is inappropriate. If all words or phrase given in bold are appropriate, then we would select no correction. Is that clear? This is the pattern. So the difference in prices. So whenever you want to talk about change in prices, you can say difference in prices, increase in prices, or decrease in prices. So this is, both are right. So eliminate. So actually you need to eliminate because we don't have enough time, right? So both are correct. Due to different rates of value added taxes, that is levied. Okay, that is levied. Whenever you have the word tax, levy is right. Is levied. This is a passive voice. Okay, because tax is singular, tax is levied. So this word is also right. By different states conceded. Now look at this word, conceded. So we are eliminating this also. Okay, now understand what are they trying to say. For this you need to know the meaning of the word. Conceded means admitting something once they have denied. Admit some truth, something right. That is called, see, for example, first you say, you give some some statement. Later you realize, okay, that is wrong. So then you correct your statement. That is called conceded. But in this context, different states issuing a thing is not conceded. Okay, it is about announcement. So you can use the verb announced or declared. Is that clear? So this word is wrong. So in this place it should be the by different states declared or announced. Are you getting it? See, this is the one of the memory based latest pattern I have taken. So this is how you need to look. So they have boldened 4 words. Out of the 4, again they give you the option. Whichever is wrong you think, you should select that. So in this context, conceded is wrong because the different states will announce about a tax levy or it will declare its decision. Is that clear? So conceded is the wrong word, verb here. Is that clear? See, this is like in the same pattern they are checking your vocabulary as well as your grammar. Is that clear? Now, second one. Ramping up is rhetorical against Praveen. So, ramping up, rhetorical. See, by now, first question you will take a very long time. But now you will understand these are the 4 options. The boldened words. Ramping up, rhetorical, consequences, allowed. So, ramping up means it is like hastening, speaking very, what to say? Speaking boldly, speaking in an election, right? So I was speaking in a very speed way, fast way is called ramping up. His rhetorical. So the word rhetorical meaning stylish, stylistic. Okay, only authors, poets will use stylistic. So let us see whether this word suits up there. Against, because actually for me, ramping up means hastening, speeding up. etc. Stylistic, actually it doesn't match. Anyway, I'm just reading the full sentence. Against Praveen, Chief Ravi has warned of consequences. So warned. So warning about consequences should be right here. If the bullet train is allowed to roll into Maldives. So if the bullet train is allowed, the entry. So allowed is right. So consequences is right. So we eliminate. Okay, I'm not crossing it because it is wrong. They are right. So I'm eliminating those two options. Ramping up is rhetorical. So when the context is about talking about not allowing a train and about its consequences, etc., they will not use stylistic speech, artistic speech. So you can just say electoral or oratorical or speech. Is that clear? Instead of oratorical. Instead of oratorical, they have used rhetorical. That is the error. Ramping up is oratorical against Praveen. See, because this is about when you say bullet train is allowed, etc. So this must be some speech given by the party leaders. Is that clear? So party leaders, when they talk about an important topic like not allowing the bullet, any new entry, they will not use stylistic words. So it is about rhetorical. That too, it doesn't match with this ramping up. Is that clear? Rhetorical will be used in a calm, romantic, melodious situation, not in a situation about in an election or about a social issue. Is that clear? So rhetorical is the wrong word here used. It should be oratorical. Okay, now coming down to the third question. Exactly 106 years later. So exactly is given in A, praised, in B, then triumph, in C, launching, in D. So exactly 106 years later, FIFA praised, okay, we'll see, praised whom? We will see, to turn the clock back to the date and place of Mohan Bagan's maiden triumph. Triumph is nothing but victory. Okay, victory. While launching, inaugurating, starting. Okay, starting the first World Cup on Indian soil. So here, so FIFA, who is it praising? We do not get this. Okay, so maiden exactly 106 years later, FIFA pointed out to turn. Either they can say, see, this is happening after 106 years. They will point out. Is that clear? So either they can use intended. So you can wait. Where is the So if you have a word called praised, you should see praised whom. Here we don't get the answer. FIFA praised the victory of something, but here it talks about the date and place. It talks. So it intended to. It intended to turn the clock. Or FIFA brought the notice to turn the clock back, or pointed out to turn the clock back. So it wants to get the attention about the old triumph, that is the maiden triumph of this person while launching this. So it is not praised here. That is the wrong word. So it should be intended or pointed out, or it actually you can say it was happy to turn. So you can, instead of praised, you can say FIFA was happy to turn the clock back. So some words like this, but not praised, because praised to turn the clock back you will not use. Is that clear? Now let us go to the fourth question. With the tragedy of rising concerns of safety, So rising meaning increasing the concerns of safety. Railway Minister Piyush Goyal raged a full board meeting. Let us see the meaning of raged. What is, so it is given, right? That is as B. Raged means uncontrollable anger. So we'll see what happened for this. So for each word you need to be very know the meaning of the word. Uncontrollable anger for what we will see. A full board meeting of railway officials here to address the safety issues and work out measures, urgent measures. Work out means practice. Practice, okay. Urgent measures is nothing but solutions, okay. Solutions. So what is the sentence about? So this Railway Minister Piyush Goyal was really concerned about increasing the safety. Is it clear? Increasing the safety. Are they, and now look at the word uncontrollable. Why should he get uncontrollable anger? Against, there is no against. A full board meeting, it's not against the full board members, board meeting. So here raged, there is no, in this sentence there is no connection of any accident, or there is no connection of any mistake by the board members. So there is no need of this word. So it should be called for a board meeting. Railway Minister Piyush, see, considering the safety or measures of railways, this minister called for a board meeting to talk about or to discuss the safety issues and the practical measures. So here the verb raged is the wrong word. Is that clear? Now let us go to the question number 5. The priest shared his experience. So shared his experience. You share your experience. So both the words according to me is right. Anyway, we'll see the full sentence. Of being in captivity. So captivity means holding him in a room. So like can we say house arrest? Something like house arrest. Or real kidnap. Is that clear? Captivity is nothing but capture and put in a kidnap or house arrest. Something like captivity means capturing. So let us see, shared his experience of captivity. So at one point of time he has been captured or kidnapped, where he was confined to a small room with no one to speak to. So this is very relevant. He was confined to means he was made to sit. He was made to be in a small room. So he was confined means restricted. So it goes with the word captivity. Shared goes with experience. With confined, controlled to be in a small place goes with captivity, capture. So here all the 4 words are used in the context of this sentence are right. So no correction is required. Is that clear? So they keep on changing the pattern of the questions. So the necessity is, so you should not be really scared about different patterns. So you need to practice different patterns. So only thing in mains they just try to as such. English error spotting will be like you need to be very thorough with 3 or 4 parts of speech to spot one error. And please practice it in error spotting of the sentences. First practice it in small sentences based on different particular topics. Then come up with longer sentences, and once in a while please practice these memory based questions, so that your brain, you need to train your brain for such things. Is that clear? So I'll come up with a different things for different topic for your next YouTube. Tomorrow we'll have synonyms, vocabulary based on synonyms, how to do synonyms based exercises for SBI mains. Is that clear? So catch me up live tomorrow at 5 o'clock for vocabulary on synonyms. Okay. So till then, if you really like this, please like this channel, share your experience with share this channel, and without forgetting, please subscribe to our channel and support our channel for getting more and more informative articles on bank exams. Till then, bye.